Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Woo, we got a full house. Awesome. Welcome. So glad that you're here. Again, it is Saturday. Woohoo. This is errand day. This is cleaning day. This is laundry day in my world. So not so exciting. However, it was pizza night last night. So that's a good thing. Um, all right, well, let's see what we've got. I want to say hello, see who's all here. Valentina, how are you? You were the first like. All right, thank you. Hey, guys, if you haven't already, give the show a like. That is awesome. Jane J, oh, you're awesome. Thanks for being here. Ritz Reddy, how are you? Anna, Praja. Sorry, I got tripped up. Luna Moon, how you doing? Beautiful Aries, Vashu, Amira, Crystal Slaughter, good energy. How are you guys doing? Ann Kristen, I don't know if you like being called Ann Kristen or just Ann, but somehow I'm saying both names. Ty Happy, how you doing? Well, it's so good to see you all. I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is Tarot at 12. We are doing some free live tarot readings. Donations do take priority. So if anybody donates, you do go first. I do pick freebies sometimes when we have a heavy donation day. I have to choose freebies in between donations, but some days we have a really light day, so it's all freebies. So it's just kind of luck of the draw. So cross your fingers. Let's get going. Go ahead and write your questions in the chat. If you donate, please write donated, because that way it helps my moderators and me keep it organized. A lot of times PayPal names are different than YouTube, so it really helps to kind of match it up that way. So write donated, and let's get going. Let's get going. Valentina, how are you? We've got, actually, I just saw, we've got some donations coming in already. Are you kidding me? I just got a big dump on my phone. That didn't sound good. I got an email dump, I should have said. All right, we do have 3 donations. So let us see what we've got. I've got Anna Cave spread out here today with my clear quartz to open up the energy for the show. We do have 3 donations coming up, and Ann Kristen, I just saw you, and Rose D, thanks so much. Well, Valentina, I didn't mean to tease you. I didn't see the donations until they literally just jumped in. So I'm sorry, I did not mean to tease you like that. If you want to stick around, I will do your reading after the show. Or in between readings, I'm going to write it down so you can be first. I didn't mean to tease you, honey. All right, Valentina, let's get to you after our donation questions, or we can stick around after the show, and I'll be sure to read for you, hon. Didn't mean to tease you. All right, looks like we have beautiful Aries. We have Amira. We have Ty Happy. And we have Ann Kristen. So thank you, guys. Let's get going. And let's see what we've got. Beautiful Aries, your donation came in first, so thank you. Let's get to your question, beautiful Aries. Again, guys, donations do go first. So again, my link is in the description if you would like to make a donation. Otherwise, Jane J, my moderator, she posts it for me as well. So keep a lookout for that if you want to donate. No pressure, but if you just don't want to wait, or you want to make sure you go, are guaranteed, you can do that. And again, Valentina, I want to circle back to you because I didn't mean to tease you. All right, friends, let's see what's going on. We're going to use Anna Kay, my favorite deck, my first deck that I ever used outside of the Rider-Waite. I was on the Rider-Waite for years and years and years, and never deviated. And then I finally decided to branch out, and this was my first deck after the Rider-Waite. If you're interested in learning tarot, I would say you need to start with the Rider-Waite, because you don't need to do anything, but I just personally recommend that. So, but that's not what's important. So let's see what's going on. You sure can, Jane. Go ahead and stick around. Valentina Fur as well, if you are not busy or whatever, or if we have time in between. Okay, let's focus. Beautiful Aries would like to know, why did my boyfriend cancel next weekend? He gave me a reason, but I don't like it. All right, we're going to use Anna Kay, like I said. We're going to find out what's up with that. What's up? What is up, Mr. BF? What is going on? All right, one more shuffle because it's kind of going messy. There we go. All right, so what's going on with beautiful Aries boyfriend? Why the cancellation? Why the cancellation next weekend? What's going on, beautiful Aries boyfriend, next weekend? Cancel. Okay. Let's see. I got to straighten up my mess. There we go. All right, guys, here is our energy. And this is our spread. We're going to see what we can see. See what we can see. I don't know why I sing everything. My God. All right. So here we go. This is our energy. This is about kind of being kept out. This is about being shut out. But there is that positivity in this card because it does talk about friends sticking together. Which means, you know what, you can always count on your friends. Now, I realize your boyfriend is not just your friend. I hope you guys are friends as well. But this could also be about you and your boyfriend sticking together, but you're feeling shut out. That is definitely the energy for this spread. It's what the cards are picking up on the most. All right, so we're wondering what is the cancellation from? All right, well, it looks like we have, we got a couple good things here. All right, so we've got our Page of Pentacles. This page, I mean, look at him. He's out fishing for something, right? Look at that. He's trying to catch a pentacle or use the pentacle to catch a fish or whatever he's doing. But he's looking for something. He's ready to get started on something. This is also likely something that is pretty important, at least on an emotional level. This is our ace. So this is about getting started. This is our brand new opportunity type of card because it's an ace. Cups, of course, is love and emotion. So we've got some, something. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic love, but it does look to me, like you're being kept out. That's the cancellation. But there's still a strong connection. It's not like personal, like, I don't want to see you, beautiful Aries. Not that at all. I do see that, you two are sticking together, but you're being shut out for whatever reason. That's the cancellation energy. We are seeing that. Page of Pentacles, it's kind of an immature energy, which, you guys, there is a difference between immature and childish. I do not mean childish. This is more like the beginning of something, a start of something. I don't know what the excuse that was given is, but does it have something to do with everyday life? Saying, I need to do something. I have to work. I have to work on my car. I got to go to the doctor. I mean, it has to do with everyday life. Not having time for something because busy with something else. But it seems kind of like a brand new thing, almost like a fishing expedition. Look at that, fishing. So looking to find something, just trying to try something new. It is something to do with everyday life. So it doesn't have to be work, but it could be like time. Your time is in your everyday life, right? So here, the Ace of Cups, again, this is something that is emotional. There's an emotional connection to whatever this is. Typically you kind of think automatically of love, like romance, but it could be something else too, something that your boyfriend loves or makes him feel good in an emotional way. Let's see. He has his daughter. I know I may be sounding selfish, but I was looking forward to next weekend. This is you. This is you. This is you. Look at you. Look at you. I wish my hair were that long. This is about thinking and overthinking. It's anxiety. This is you, my friend. You're feeling shut out, spending time with the daughter. There's your daughter, the Ace of Cups, wanting to spend time. And then here's that fishing. We're trying to find some time. So I'm going to say, I think your boyfriend's being honest. I really do. I mean, look at that. I mean, it literally describes what you just said. So in terms of confirming that this is correct, this is correct. Let's see here. You know, you may be sounding selfish, but you're looking for it. Okay, he said his daughter doesn't want to go back home next week. Ooh, okay. So he doesn't want to go back home next week. She doesn't want to go back home. Yeah. Well, this is your boyfriend trying to find the time for both of you. I think you guys are still solid. I think you're being shut out. You know, I do think he's fishing for time. He's trying to figure out how to do this. There's his daughter. Love you. You're my daughter. It's new. You're coming over. Here's the immature energy of trying to work out the time because this just happened. The surprise of I want to stay here for a week. And there's you. There's you upset. So confirming, yes, it is correct. So let's take a look at the outcome energy. This is the energy from the cut card, and we're going to see. Okay, so yeah, I think that, you know what, this is just happening. You're going to have to find a way. Now, look, this is the Eight of Cups, love and emotion. You're either going to walk away from it and spend some time by yourself, you know, if that's what you want to do, or you're going to find a way to be let in. Why can't you spend time with them? I'm assuming you want to be with this person long term. That daughter's going to be there long term. I don't know how old the daughter is, but you thought he was trying to spend Thanksgiving with another woman. I don't think so at all. Not even a little. Not even a little bit. You know, this would be you feeling like not included. This is you feeling not included. There's you feeling upset. Here's the daughter. Here's him trying to find time. Oh, that was super clear. Oh my God, was that clear? Beautiful, Aries. Well, good luck. It looks like he's telling the truth. And he is trying to find the time for you. Yeah. All right, my friend. Sherry, not Shirley. Hello, I owe you, and I know I do. I love your email. Responded back to me with a lovely little funny meme of the airplane. I love it. So yeah, I'm in tarot mode right now. I've been busy this morning doing some pick a card stuff and all kinds of crap. Well, it's not crap. It's good. But you're reading as soon as I end the broadcast. I'm doing yours. So, thank you for being understanding, but I just wanted to let you know I didn't forget. All right, we have Amira up next. First, we have Amira, then we have Ty Happy, then we have Ann Kristen. We have Ann Kristen, and I think I did see we had another one. Let me just check my PayPal. Stay logged in. Yes, don't do that to me. Refresh. And Kristen, okay, and Rose D, thank you so much, honey. Let us get going. All right, so Amira, let's see what your question is, my darling. What is coming toward me in love? Thank you. After this, we have Ty Baby, and Kristen, and then Rose D. Yeah. All right, let's see what we've got. What is coming toward me in love? Woo, okay, let's find out. What's coming toward Mira in love? What do I want to use? We want to use the manga tarot. Manga. I don't really care about manga all that much, but I know it's very popular and very much a thing. But I do think the imagery in this deck is super cute. I really like it. I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, so when I think of manga, I think of Speed Racer and all those Japanese cartoons that they dubbed over in English. Anyway, let's go. What's coming toward Amira in love? What is coming toward Amira in love? What is coming toward Amira? What kind of love information can we get here today? All right, let's find out. Energy. Spread. Oh, all righty. Ooh, almost dropped that one. There we go. Put this up here. And there we are. See, I trimmed them, so they're kind of tiny, but they needed it. They had to do it, had to do it. All right, so what's coming toward you in love? We start off with the energy of the Five of Swords. Are you feeling like maybe this card is often, just to like give it a quick, like, what does it mean? It is typically about winners and losers. It's about kind of walking away and feeling like, whether it's an argument, whether it was you didn't get what you wanted in some way, that you're feeling like you lost, that talks also about not rushing in too quickly, because then therefore you might end up feeling like you lost. Maybe you know exactly what that is, but that's the primary energy that the cards are picking up on. So let's see what else we've got. Let's see, because it might pull it in a little more, make a little more sense. So what's coming towards you in love? All right. Well, I think you're looking for some fairness in some way. Something's out of balance. Something is just not in balance. I mean, I don't even know how else to say that. This is our energy, so this is going to apply to each one. And this is that feeling of, you know what, some winning, losing, somebody taking something from you, you feeling less than in some way. You're looking to get that this is about acceptance and responsibility and saying, hey, man, that's not fair. Or saying, okay, I admit it, I was not being fair. So, the street goes both ways. But again, this is very strong. This is one of the majors. So this is telling me that this is a strong current. So you must obviously, and I'm glad to hear this, but you must obviously be a pretty level-headed and fair type of person. And maybe you're not getting that in return, and that's why you feel like you're like this card, like the winners and losers, However, we've got some good news, because right here, we have got our Three of Wands. This tells me that there is a new chance for something new. Now, forgive me, Amira, I can't remember if you're with somebody or not. I'm sorry, I just don't remember. But, either way, if you're looking for somebody new, or if you're looking to kind of repair what's been going on in your current connection with someone, either way, I see that fairness coming. I see that fairness coming, which will cancel this sucker out, right? It takes care of that. And then there's that chance to start anew or start something new. You're not with anybody. Okay, I couldn't remember. So it looks like something might be coming there. Now, is that correct? Does that make sense? Where you're feeling like, did you date somebody and they turned out to be a dud? Did you want to date somebody, or did you swipe for somebody and they didn't swipe you? I don't know how it works. In some way. Now, it's just the energy of the moment that's picking up on. So this isn't to say that's going to keep happening, but that's what it's coming up with right now as the primary energy surrounding this question. So this could be where maybe you're coming from. Not sure. Darren, I remember that name. I remember the name. Okay, Darren. There you go. So fairness. Now this fairness, we need to figure out how that fairness comes before I even read the rest. I got to know. We need a clarifier on fairness. Okay. So, fairness, you know what? How do you do this? Well, this looks like a social kind of, influence. So, it could be family, could be friends, could be, something like that. But this is talking about a new endeavor of the heart. I asked specifically, clarify this and tell me, how do we achieve this justice? So perhaps, I don't know. Do you have mutual friends? Do you have a connection in family that might be, or this could be advice for you. Like, I get advice from my friends. You're moving on. You just want something new. Okay, well, this clarifies that even more then. This is not about getting back together then. This is looking for something new. You want that fairness. You didn't like what was happening with Darren, feeling like a loser or a winner in some way. It's some level. You want that fairness. How are we going to get that fairness? The card still applies to the question. How are we going to get that fairness? You need to get out there. You need to get out. That makes total sense. Obviously, that's the first thing we think of, is we need to get out there. But I do see a bunch, somehow it's socialization. It involves more than one person. There are 3 people on this card. Doesn't mean to say there has to be 3, but it does mean multiple. So a social situation, I think we talked about this once before. I'm not sure, but I talking to, maybe you have a friend who introduced you to somebody. Maybe it's somebody on social media, or a dating app or whatever. You're just going to have to be careful because you don't want this again. All the stuff that went wrong or that made you feel like it was wrong, we got to get rid of that. That is kind of overshadowing everything. So you got to let the Darren part go, at least at some level. Do you understand what I mean? So here we go. And the same thing applies, as I was saying before. It's something new. We're going to start a new journey. This personality card here, this is our King of Cups. The court cards are usually always about personalities. So what this says is it looks like there is somebody coming in. The King of Cups, though, the King of Cups is usually kind of reserved and likes to hold back and watch and see what happens. This is somebody who does not like criticism. Feels like when they're attacked on a personal level, they're like, hey, and they take it, they're kind of sensitive that way. But they are, obviously, they're the king. They're full of love because they're cups. And this is on the end of the spread. So I do see that coming. But this is the stuff. This is the stuff that you need to work on. We got to get rid of the feelings. Even if you feel like, hey, man, I'm totally over it. Make sure you're over it. You see what I mean? Make sure you're over it. You might think you're over it, but just make sure. You might be, but make sure. Because this is hanging around. It's hanging around, overshadowing everything here, right? We want fairness. We're going to find it with our friends. We're going to meet somebody perhaps, or some kind of social type of environment. We're going to have that new, fresh outlook that says, let's get going. Well, get going where? Well, here you go. We got King of Cups coming in. So let's take a look, though, at the outcome energy. But I'm thinking somebody's coming in, and that's how you'll recognize them, is by those characteristics. Let's see what's coming out for the outcome energy in love. Ooh, okay. We've got our Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is kind of about standing your ground on ideas. So when you piece this together and let go of the Darren, and you might have already done some of this work in your mind already, so it's not necessarily brand new. But once you kind of put Darren away completely, and the feelings that Darren made you think about yourself or whatever, that goes away. Here we go. You got the fairness. You're going to have it be right. You're not falling for that shit again, right? You might meet them through a social situation. King of Cups is coming in. Let's start it. And here you are. You're going to hold on to your position, the position that you determined for yourself based off of your experience with Darren. You've learned from your mistakes or what you were looking for. You've revised it in some way. And you're going to stand firm with that, because Mr. Man here is a little bit slow. He's a little bit watching to see what you're going to do first, and does not want to be criticized, does not want to be wrong. So therefore is a little slow on making that step, because doesn't want to be wrong, doesn't like that. Does that make sense? Ooh, a mirror. Yeah, get that Darren thought. Again, I'm not saying you're thinking about him like, oh, I want to get back together. And you might not be actively feeling like, oh, winners and losers. Take a minute, though. Take a minute and think about it and see. Because that's what the energy is looking like. All right, my friend. Well, thank you. Thank you. All righty. We've got Ty Happy. And then we have Ann, Kristen, and Rose D. And then I will check my donations and update the list if there are others. Looks like Peach Love, you're saying you donated too. So let me verify right now. Just because I said that, I don't want to make it a teaser. There it is. There it is, Peach Love. I'm going to add you right now after Rose D. So Peach Love, Ty Happy, you are up next, my friend. Okay. I don't know why I want to call you Ty Happy Baby. Why? I almost did it again. I caught myself this time, but jeez. All right. While I'm waiting, let me back up and just see. Maybe you wrote it already. I try to find them, but I know sometimes they fall off the top. So here you are talking. Awesome. And let's see. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Okay. So, Ty Happy, I am not seeing it. If you wrote it, could you please write it again for me? And while you're typing, I'm going to show you my big, important, I don't know what to call it. All right, guys, this is energy. Energy is always moving. It's always swirling. Every situation, every thought, everything you do affects the energy, right? The tarot cards are a cell phone to the universe. They are checking in with the energy right this minute. So remember, we do have free will, so things can change. The tarot reads it, the energy of the moment, and this is the likely outcome if nothing changes, meaning nobody else has bumped that energy and made it swirl another way. Do you see what I'm saying? So always be thinking of it that way. If you see, if there's a reading and you're like, I don't like that, well, then change it. Now you know. Or, sometimes the tarot is picking up on energy that is more important than what you're asking. And I don't mean that what you're asking is not important, but it's a stronger energy. Does that make sense? So, anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that explains. I always try to put that in there because I really want people to understand how the cards work, Okay. Ty, Happy M. I would like to check on my connection with Eddie. All right, let's use Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. We're going to take a look at what the energy is looking like around the connection with Eddie. Ty Happy. Ty Happy's connection with Eddie. Oops. There we go. All right. So we've got Ann, Kristen, Rose D, and Peach Love up next, okay? And if you donate, please write donated in the chat. For freebies, I do select randomly in between donations. Donations, you go first. So let me know if you donated so I can cross-reference with PayPal. It's kind of goofy with names. And I want to remind you, if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. Okay, Eddie, what is Ty Happy's connection with Eddie? Let me see the energy around this. Love connection with Eddie. All right, that was a good one. Okay, here's our energy. And here's our spread. Okay, our energy is Knight of Pentacles. So, love connection with Eddie. The energy is picking. This primary energy surrounding the question is Knight of Pentacles energy. This being Pentacles, this talks about our everyday world, things in our everyday world. Our Knight of Pentacles is usually running a little slow because he's Pentacles. They're moving. He's a knight. He's about action. He's about change, but he's a smart person, and this person wants to move slowly to make sure they don't make mistakes. So they make sure they've, thought of everything and so forth. So let's see how that ties in with our other cards. Okay, so, we got the Nine of Cups. That's a really good one for a love question because the Nine of Cups, this is about satisfaction in relationships, feeling good, feeling like really at peace with things, feeling like fulfilled. Again, it's a very much a success kind of card. Our Knight of Pentacles is running in here to our King of Swords. Remember, this is what's kind of going to cover each of these and clarify, I should say. So we've got a Knight on a King, right? So this is about action. This is about change. Again, it's covering all of them up. And then we've got our King of Swords. So the King of Swords, this is somebody who is very kind of emotionally detached, somebody who kind of pulls back. I'm assuming that, things are going slowly right now. And somebody, probably Eddie, is kind of being a bit emotionally detached, kind of pulling that back a little bit, moving slow. So this is not to say it won't be there, or that emotional, that rich emotional connection isn't possible, but it's just not happening right now. We've got our Nine of Wands right before our Knight of Cups. Notice we have two nines. The Nine of Wands is about kind of like a burden. It's like carrying a lot of weight, moving through. Now, this deck, again, remember, it's Edgar Allan Poe. Our Nine of Wands, it's about being burdened, being overwhelmed. Look at we've got our devil looking down from the sky. We have propped up our wands and we're sitting on this rock. We're tired. We've been working, but we're going to sit right here and wait, right? We're not going anywhere. We're waiting. And then it runs into our Nine of Cups. So how is your connection with Eddie? We're going to do an outcome card, of course. But so far what I'm seeing is the connection right now is moving, but it is moving slowly. We've got a success card in here. So it's moving in a positive direction. But I think, again, Eddie is likely kind of pulling back, emotionally kind of detached, or not expressing the emotions, at least not in the level that you would want them to be. And probably because this person is just going to sit there. Doesn't mean they're not going to get up. Doesn't mean they're not going to move. But it's like, you know what? I'm going to sit here. Nothing's going to affect me. I'm whatever's going on in life is kind of blocking the connection, right? So it is moving. Whatever that is has to go away. That needs to go away. And our Knight of Pentacles energy coming in does tell me, running right into success, that it is going away. It is. We wouldn't have this if it weren't. And it's just super slow. It's super detached, maybe. Things aren't going to the next level real quickly. Let's take a look at our outcome. Let's see what the outcome energy is. Let's pull it and look. We've got the World. Okay. So this is about the end of a journey. This is about kind of completing things. It's a very much a success card. Again, we have two success cards pulling up from the end of the spread and the energy from the end of the reading. So this is a great ending to the story. So the World is also about learning a lesson and kind of feeling like, okay, we've taken what we know from our experiences, our past experiences, our experiences together, whatever. And here we've learned that, and we're ready to continue to move on and, take it to that next step. Look at him. He's like, oh, I'm going to go walk over to the castle or wherever. I don't know how he's going to get there. There's not really a path, but whatever. So, again, I think it's a very positive. I think it's positive direction. But let's get a feel. I want to do one more. I want to see what's all this. What is this? We need a little more. Because why? Why is the defensive and that emotionally detached? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. This is about having kind of concerns. It is Pentacles, so this is probably something about daily life. Whether or not that's a money concern, a health concern, a time concern, schoolhouse, those kinds of things. Physical world concerns. So physical world concerns are trapping things. Notice our Knight of Pentacles is the energy, and it is also Pentacles. So this is really, something that's strong coming through that it is potentially wrapped up in. It might be what's slowing things down. But again, we had two success cards. We had our Cut card and our Knight of Cups. So I'm thinking things are good. And you might know exactly what's going on with that blockage. That blockage has something to do with daily life. Could be work. And I'm sorry, you might have told me in the past, but I just don't remember. I want you guys to know I pay attention. I care. I forget, though. And the reason I forget is, again, not because I don't care, but because that's just my memory. I have a bad memory. So, again, I don't know, but you might know. You might know exactly what I'm talking about. Hi, baby. Or Ty, baby. Or Ty Happy. Now I called you Hi, baby. And then I called you Ty, baby. And then I got it right. Are you kidding me? Oh, see, I'm terrible. Oh, good. That's accurate. All right. You are very welcome, my dear, and thank you. All right. I'm glad that helped. So, Ann Kristen, let's get to your reading, Ann Kristen. Then we have Rose D, and we have Peach Love. And you do know what I'm talking about. Okay. Good. Yeah, see, sometimes, especially because we're not face to face, like we don't have that conversation. Oh, well, we have a conversation on chat, obviously, but we don't go back and forth. So, so sometimes I have to read what it says and tell you and see if you say, yeah, that resonates, or maybe there's more information that makes it do you see what I mean? So I'm glad. I am so glad, hon. All right. So let's find Ann Kristen's question. Let me look from it, and I found it right here. Thank you so much. Don't forget, guys, if you donate, please write donated. Obviously, I check the PayPal, but oftentimes names do not match. So let me know if you donated. Where am I? Okay. So Ann Kristen, will I start my own online store company? Ooh, I love it. Will I have success in it and earn enough money to make a living? Oh my goodness, Ann Kristen, I don't know what you're doing, what kind of store it would be, but this is from me, not the tarot, but right now is a ripe time for something online. Why, guys? Because what are we all dealing with right now? Dun, 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 dun. We are all dealing with coronavirus, so people are doing stuff online. So this might be like the perfect window. Does that make sense? Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, so let's use the Everyday Witch, if I can find it. There it is. Everyday Witch. So we're going to use the Everyday Witch. If you guys are interested in seeing these decks that I use, I have them all listed in the description. And if you decide to purchase, if you use the link I posted, I do receive a teeny commission from Amazon, but more importantly, I want you to know where it is and what it looks like in terms of cost. But if you just want to take a peek, I have videos on almost every deck I have, and I show you the cards. So take a look. All right. So are we looking at an online store? Is this going to be success? A success? Can Ann Kristen make a living out of it? Can Ann Kristen make a living out of an online store? Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? One other thing I will say to you, Ann Kristen, is one online person to another. A lot of the, you got to think, you got to plan, of course, but the advice I would give is just jump in and do it. And you work through the mistakes as you do it. And people, you are going to make mistakes. You're going to change how you do things and so forth. Just jump in. Don't wait till, I got to have this or that in line. Just do it. Just jump in and fix it if you need to as you go. All right. Online store, what's up? 3 of Pentacles. That's awesome. That is awesome energy. This is about success off of past work. This is about a new beginning based off of your past work. So, again, not sure what you've been doing or what your store would be about, but I'm assuming you at least have some kind of experience in either the product or the service or sales or maybe digital marketing. You might have some kind of experience in that realm. If this is a new kind of adventure, like you have no idea, like I'm literally starting from blank, then this is talking about, doing research and things like that. That stuff, you do need to do some research, of course, before you just jump in. But, get that basic stuff done and then jump in. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so again, I don't know what your new business is about, but what I'm seeing here is I think you will have a successful return. This here, again, this is going to be our overarching energy, so it does apply to each card. The High Priestess is all about kind of knowing, you're feeling your way through. What did I literally just say? Holy crap. Finding your way through. This High Priestess in this deck Look at her. She's got runes. She's got a crystal ball. She's got tarot cards. She's just trying to find her way through. The high priestess is always about kind of knowing and just going for it, just a knowing. So, you know what? You are going to have to go like kind of by the seat of your pants on a few things, perhaps, but it's going well. We've got our Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. This is a new energy. This is a new plan. That's exactly what you're doing. You got to make a plan. So and this is coming from me, not the cards. Well, my suggestion is, do some research. Whatever your product is or your services or, whatever, look up, see what other people are doing. Find out what if you're going to be kind of doing an affiliate type of thing, find out what the commissions are. I can't stress it enough to go ahead and look at people who are doing well and, learn from them. Avoid the mistakes, perhaps, that they made. I mean, who knows? Maybe they made mistakes, maybe they didn't. But, I mean, they've obviously gotten successful. So, do some research. Don't know if you'd be on YouTube or not, but that's obviously where I am. So what I did was I literally went to tarot shows and saw what they were doing. I see their channels. I see what they're doing. And, I don't copy them and do them exactly, but I do take bits and pieces, like what's successful, what's not, what do I like, what fits my style. Do you see what I'm saying? So do some of that. And then here we've got another page. What? We got 2 pages. So this is a brand new thing that's coming about. This is our Page of Swords. Now our Page of Swords loves to get excited, loves to jump in. Our Page of Swords is super like free-spirited, has new ideas, and is very brave. Again, I'm telling you, this is confirming what I literally just said. Just go ahead and do it. Learn from it. You know what? What's the worst going to happen? You screw it up. Okay, you close down your website and go get another one, or your channel, or you change the name of your channel and do it different. You know what? Do things for free at first and see how they're going. There are lots of free websites or cheap websites. YouTube, eventually you do pay if you want different features, but it starts off free. You can get your feet wet, jump in, do it. Let's see the outcome. Let's see the outcome energy. All right, and Kristen, outcome, the Lovers. Yes. Now I realize you're not in love with your store and you're not going to go ahead and hold hands and look at this fire with your kitties. But what this is about, if it was a romance question, clear what we're going to say. But it's not a romance thing we're asking about. We're asking about this. Will you have success? Will you make a living out of it? Are you going to be happy? The Lover says you will. So this is a great outcome. So managing and making it happen is up to you. What are you saying here? The products you're thinking of are not many online stores have those online in my country. Well, then look at that. You got to bust out niche. That's great. If you don't have a lot of competition, you gotta obviously get it out there. You got to see, like, where would I advertise? How much does that cost? Can you get into any Facebook groups and start networking? Things like that. You can start doing that stuff now and learn success off of past work. Learn it. Do your research and then jump in. Just do it and learn from your mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. We all do. I'm changing all the time. And I started off, I do things much different than how I started. In fact, if you look at my YouTube and go to like the oldest, the oldest thing, you'll see, wow, that's pretty different. But that's okay. So don't put too many rules on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Get out there and do it. All right. Thank you, honey. Good luck. I think the Lover card is telling me, yeah, you're going to make a living out of it. You're going to have success. All right. Let us see what we've got. We've got Rose D, and then we have Peach Love. There might be some more. I have to check, but right now it looks like, looks like Jane J also has the list up there for you. So let me see. Oh, I see that Rose D is saying she donated again. So let's just get that on there. And we do have another one. So let me just see what we've got. We've got Rose D. Then we've got Peach Love, and then we've got Rose D. I do have to do them in order, guys. I realize Rose D has two, but I do have to do them in order. And then PayPal NP. Let me see where you are. Whoops. I don't want that. I want NP. Let me see where I am. NP. If you donate, please write donated in the chat so I know. And either Jane or myself will pick it up for you. And I'm not seeing another person writing donated. So again, the initials on PayPal are NP. So go ahead and write donated in there, NP, and let me know who you are. Oh, Natalie, there you are. All right, Natalie. I gotcha. I gotcha. All right, Natalie. All right, I'm just going to put that down here. So we've got Rose D, Peach Love, Rose D, and Natalie. All right, so Rose D, let us see what we've got. Let us see what we've got for Rose D. One more question. There's your second one. Let me find your first one. I don't want it to fall off. And it might have already. Let's just take a look. Ugh, I've had such a stomach ache since yesterday. I don't know what I ate, but ugh. I just do not feel well. All right, I'm not seeing it, Rose D. I do see where you've said you donated. I do see, whoops, got it. I said it too fast. Okay, so this is your first one. I do have your second one, and I will do that after Peach Love, okay? All right. Can you tell me how Capricorn is feeling? All right, let's see what we've got. I'm going to use what deck? What am I going to use, people? I'm going to use the zombie deck. Yeah, the zombie deck, because I love zombies. I love zombies. Well, I wouldn't in real life, obviously, but love zombie stuff. I loved watching The Walking Dead until the last few years. Now I'm like, meh. But I think it's coming to an end. I think this is the last year. It's been like 10 years or something. I remember the first one when it came on in the very first season. I watched it live, and now I binge it. But anyway, who cares? That hasn't anything to do with this. Okay. How is Capricorn feeling about Rose D? How is Capricorn feeling about Rose D? Whoa. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Here's our energy. This deck is really cool. I really like it. First of all, it's zombies. But second of all, it's like a vintagey, kind of like 1950s or 60s feel. I love vintage stuff. I love it. All right, let's see what we've got. This is our energy for the entire spread, and this is the primary energy getting picked up. We're wondering how Capricorn is feeling about Rose D. We've got 7 of Wands energy. That's what we're picking up on. This is about kind of feeling like, standing their ground. It's like saying, you know what? Nothing's going to make me change my mind. Nothing's going to make me do something different. I'm feeling strong about what I'm doing. And even when crazy zombies are coming in, he's like, nope, nothing's going to change my mind. See, even when, look at him, he's got like his pants are all eaten and stuff. Oh, okay. So that's the energy. Let's see what we've got. So standing the ground. Let's just say that first. All right. Capricorn. All right. So I think right now you're kind of going to be feeling like nothing's changing, right? Nothing's changing right now. I do see the 7 of Cups here. The 7 of Cups is all about choices, and it's sometimes about not being able to see what to do. So not to say I won't do something or I won't choose something, but it's like about being confused and not sure how to proceed. That could either be obvious. And again, please forgive me. I don't remember how much you're connected or whatever right now. But, it's about not knowing how to proceed. If you're in a relationship, not knowing, what to do to kind of get over the rough patch or take it to the next level. If it's a crush situation or a breakup situation, it's the same kind of concept. Not really sure how to take it back to the next level. Now, the reason I say take it back to the next level as opposed to not knowing what to do, it's because we got our Ace of Cups. So our Ace of Cups tells me that there is a new opportunity to spark some love, spark some feelings. So whatever it is that's got Capricorn kind of twisted up, it is some kind of like, well, we got the Nine of Wands. So it's about not giving up. It's about not giving up, being cautious. Notice this is Wands and this is Wands. So stand your ground. Don't give up. Something's probably going on with Capricorn. Let's get a what do you call it? Clarifier. What's going on here, man? I don't know, man. Let's see what's going on. What is this? What is this, please? All right. Something that he's trying to do, or he or she. I don't know what he or she might be trying to do, but there's something. The Empress tells me there is some kind of work or an idea brewing. Something is going on that he's trying to create, work on, change, but something, and I don't think it has to do with a person. I think it's more of something going on in Capricorn's life. It could be, just trying to get everything in order, because we have all these things: stand in your ground, stand in the ground. We got two that are very similar, but this Ace of Cups talks a lot about coming together in the end. So that means there is something. We just got to get one more on there. Oh yeah. And then we got the King of Cups. Okay. So things are going slowly, perhaps. Our king is also running a little slow, and whatever this is taking up some time. And but the feelings are there. I think somebody is at the very least attracted and perhaps looking from afar, waiting to fix this, whatever's going on. And I think that's the issue. Don't think it's a person. And so things are going slow. Things are going slow, which I know sucks, but sometimes that's the way it is, So let's see, what is our energy for the outcome? All right, Eight of Hazards. That's Eight of Pentacles. This is about, it's about personal satisfaction. Personal satisfaction. It's about, doesn't look too satisfying there in this picture, right? In this card. But it's about having it all together and feeling like, okay, things are happening, things are moving. Again, it points to that slow moving type of energy. So things are moving slow. But this right here is it's the hook. That's the hook. That's where there are feelings. That's where things are happening. But we've got a lot of slow moving things, and something is going on here. Something is going on here. And I do believe it has something to do with his life. I don't think, or his or her. I don't know if Capricorn is a girl or a guy, but something. And I don't think it has anything to do with you. And I do think you're in there, though. You're in there. It's just going super slow. I hate slow, don't you? Ugh. Well, thank you, Rose D. I hope that made sense to you. All right. We have Peach Love. Peach Love. Don't forget, guys, if you donate, please write donated. Let's see. So we've got Peach Love, then we have Rose D, and then we have Natalie Prince. So that is where we are so far. Anybody else who's donated, please write donated. Also, just a reminder, Valentina, if you can hang out, if we run out of time and we're just on donations, if you could hang out, if we're out of donations, I'll pick it up right away. But I didn't mean to tease you in the beginning, so I will do your reading. And also my moderator, Jane J. Please hang out. Let's get going. Let's get going to Peach Love. Peach Love, Peach Love. We're gonna do your reading next. Let me just see if I can find it. Peach Love. Yeah, I have a stomach ache today. I've been feeling kind of crappy all day. I had a horrible night's sleep. I got a lot of this, but I don't see your question, hon. If you have written it, please write it again. I cannot find it. Oh, I thought I found it, but I didn't. All right. Maybe you have it at the bottom. All right. So we're looking for Peach Love. Peach Love, honey, please post your question for me again. I do not see it if you've already written it. I do realize there is a little delay when I'm asking something. You guys might have already written it and I don't get it. It's delayed on my end. Hey, Nicole, happy Saturday. Fairy Lily, oh, I love your name. Val Lucia, how are you? All right, Peach Love, I'm not finding your question, so I'm going to jump back and do Rose D's question. She had a question posted. Peach Love, please post your question for me. And Rose D, let's get to your second donation question while we're waiting. All right. What does Spirit want me to know? Ooh, I love these. Oh, I love them, love them, love them. I love them all, but Spirit messages and all that, I get chills. Love it, love it, love it. We're going to use the Witch's Tarot. Peach Love, you're up next, and then Natalie Prince. I have to check and see if there are others, but right now that's where I'm at. All right. What does Spirit want to know? Want Rose D to know? What messages do you have for Rose D? What Spirit messages do we have from Rose D? What should Rose know about? What does Rose D need to hear? What does Rose D have to look forward to? Let's go. Here's our energy. You know what? Actually, no, I'm not doing it like that. I'm going to do 4 because I like doing this with messages. Just out of habit, I always do energy first. But we're going to do it this way because sometimes it's one message all in 4, or sometimes it's 4 messages. So let's just see what we've got, Rose. All right, we're going to turn them all over and see what we can see. All right, Rose D. Rose, we got the King of Cups again. Oh. And we got the Knight of Cups. Oh, guys, you know what I call the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Cups is the ooh la la card. The Knight of Cups is insert your favorite movie star here. Whoever's your favorite, like, romantic kind of movie star who you kind of have a hot crush on, that's who that is. Charming and all that great stuff. Now, notice, Rose, we have 2 court cards that are Cups. There is somebody coming. Last reading, I do believe we had this King of Cups sitting there saying, so I was saying, you know what? It's slower, but it's coming. I'm pretty sure that was your reading, but even if it's not, we'll just read it like this. We have the King and we have the Knight. The King kind of likes to sit back and watch and take it all in. I mean, look at him sitting in his throne with his little shell back. He's out here like, let me just look at everybody. It wants to kind of sit back and watch. I think this is going to, look at this. We've got 6 of Cups and 6 of Pentacles. We got 2 6s, 2 court cards. These are personalities. So what I'm saying, I see somebody's coming in. Somebody's coming in. I think this person, you know what? Spirit wants to remind you that just because everything doesn't happen on your timeline doesn't mean it's not happening behind the scenes. We've got our 6 of Cups, and this is talking about kind of remembering the past and thinking about things. I'm sure you had a time when you dated somebody, and then later you broke up. Obviously, they're long gone now. But before you started dating that person who is long gone now, you were probably feeling like, oh man, do they like me? Oh geez, how is it going? This, then the other. And obviously it ended up getting together, and obviously it didn't work out because you didn't stay together. But my point is, remember, when you look back on things, you got to think, you know what, when you're going through it, you feel it differently than when you have retrospect. But this is saying, look back and remember that everything does come around in its own time. And here's the good news. There is somebody there. There is somebody out there, whether or not it's your person that you were asking about before or not. This person is just not ready yet. Sometimes when we're ready, the person that we're meant to be with isn't ready. They're doing other things in their life. They're not evolved enough. They've got to deal with their baggage, whatever. We don't ever know, and we don't ever need to know. It just says that somebody's coming and they're not ready yet. King of Cups, sitting back, and then later, here's our Knight. They're coming. Here, Six of Pentacles and Six of Cups. Now, I talked to you a little bit about that. Look, use that as a tool. Look back into your past and think to yourself, you know what? I'm going to get through this. I've gotten through, last year this or that happened, or 10 years ago this or that happened, and I got through it. And remind yourself when you're feeling, whether it's about love or something else, remind yourself in retrospect, this too shall pass. That's that saying. This too shall pass. So that's to remind you. And then here with our Six of Pentacles, this is talking about giving and receiving. This is a reminder from Spirit that you need to be able to do the give and take thing. I'm not suggesting that you don't already do that, but this is really driving it home. That give and take. It has to be equal. It has to be balanced for it to be, long lasting or to be satisfying, right? But you can't just wait for somebody to come in and sweep you off your feet like our Knight of Cups. It has to be a give and take. So this is very much pointing me in the direction of romance, as it's coming through very strongly. So, I'm wondering, I think you said Capricorn, if this is somehow Capricorn, or maybe this is Capricorn sitting there and somebody new is coming in, not sure, but that's definitely what I'm seeing. Personalities are usually connected to court cards. So that would imply two people, but it could also imply a shift in personality or whatever. So let's take it. We want a sum up message from Spirit that kind of sums it up or drives it home or gives us some more insight. Let's take a look. All right, so we've got our Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, this is all about not giving up on things, not giving up on what it is you need, what you want, what you're hoping for. This is, to me, this always stands out to me when we're talking about, I'm directing it toward love. I know, Spirit messages could be about anything, but because we have cups and we have double sixes, I'm thinking it is about some strong emotional stuff coming in. So our Nine of Wands is here to remind us that we do need to not give up. It's okay to be waiting. This is about waiting. And we're not sacrificing what we've accomplished. Look at her. She's standing there with all her wands. I love this deck because they put flowers on the wands. That implies like growth. Like they're not just sticks. They're growing. Love it. But anyway, so things are going, now imagine that's you on there. Like, yup, I did all this and I'm going to stand here and guard my success and guard my progress, So this is about being true to yourself. This is about being true to yourself. This is about saying, don't let anybody kind of shake your progress. This is saying, again, there's a give and take. Don't just take, don't just give. It has to be balanced. That's where our Nine of Wands popped in on our cut card. This person might be hanging back, but they're going to change, or there's two people. There's definitely someone coming, and the advice to you is to remind yourself, look in retrospect. When you're getting wrapped up on something, oh, this isn't happening, or oh, it's going to, you never know what's going to happen. Everybody has free will. However, this suggests you should look in retrospect at things that you thought, oh my God, how am I ever going to get through this? And then look at it. It's memory now. You don't even think about it, right? That's what it's to remind you about. Things, don't get wrapped up in the moment and lost. Woo! All right, Rose D, I hope that helped. I love Spirit messages. Love them. All right, Peach Love, did we get your typed question there? I don't see it, honey. Peach Love, maybe you had to leave. I'm going to leave your name on there, and we'll circle back. Or maybe you made the donation just for the channel, for which I say thank you. That's awesome too. Maybe it's a tip. All right, but we've got Natalie up next. Peach Love, if you are here, please write your question. All right, so my question is, when would I meet someone new? Okay, so we're looking to meet someone new. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. We want to know a little bit about when. Timeline is tricky sometimes. So we're going to see what we can get. We're going to break this down. We're going to do it a little differently. Let's see. When will Natalie meet someone new, please? When would Natalie meet someone new? Okay, so I want to see what we're going to do. Well, let's see what we get. You know what? I'm going to do it the regular way, and I want to see what we get. And then we'll see where we need to kind of dial it down, okay? Because we're looking at a when. And this is my near future spread for the mini readings, unless I declare it something different when I'm thinking of the question. Like if it's what happens this year or whatever, obviously I do that. But if I don't, it's just the... Oh, okay. We got Queen of Wands energy. This is awesome energy. This is the energy we all want swirling around us at all times. The Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's very much a magnet for good things. This is somebody who gets it, has it already going on. It seems like nothing can go wrong. This is the person who has charm, friendly, romance, everything, business. This person is often called the CEO. This is somebody who wins the race. This is somebody who gets voted as the president, whatever, this is somebody who is on fire. On fire. All right, so we're looking about when you're going to meet someone new. And oh my God, do you see what we've got? We've got the King of Wands. We've got our power couple. We've got our power couple here. Holy crap. All right. We got the Queen and we got the King. These are personalities. So it sounds like, and the Queen, these don't have to be male, female. But queens do have more feminine energy and kings do have more male energy. But that doesn't mean a woman couldn't be the king or the man couldn't be the queen. It doesn't matter. So other than the feminine and masculine, the stronger energy running through, we got our power couple. That's awesome. So meeting somebody new, this again is my near future spread. So we'll pull a couple clarifiers, but this is telling me that this is coming. This is something awesome. This is something brewing. We've got fire. We've got heat. That's what our wands are all about. And this particular couple is a very strong, like I said, a power couple. I don't even know how else to call it. We've got our Nine of Pentacles, which is success. If I only had one word that I had to describe this card, I would write success on it. This is what it means. It's like kind of about being surrounded by a small paradise. Like, look at me. I've got my wands hanging or my pentacles hanging. I've got my bird. I'm happy. Everything's beautiful. That's awesome. Why is it so beautiful? Why is there success? Because we got a power couple going. Here is the advice, though. The advice from the tarot is talking about you got to be careful. Our Four of Cups, instead of, sitting, you have to nurture a relationship. You definitely, all relationships have to be nurtured. You know what? And that takes work. And sometimes while you're getting to know each other, while you're, working through that initial stage of getting your relationships going, getting to know each other, those kinds of things. Obviously, that's a lot of work sometimes. This is saying, you know what, during that period where you're looking to say, hey, man, where the hell are you, King of Wands? You don't seem like the King of Wands. What the hell's going on? Well, this is saying just be patient. We got to kind of develop into that. But we're the power couple. We got a power couple here. Don't get bored of the process. Even if you're not like walking away the first time you met somebody, oh, yep, that's the King of Wands. Yep. You can't be like that. Now, I do think you would expect to see this personality emerge pretty quickly. Of course, I would hope so. But at the same time, don't be ready to throw in the towel right away. Things have to develop. This looks really awesome. Power couple. Holy crap. Okay, so power couple. Now, this is the near future. So this looks like it's coming pretty quick. Let's see what the outcome is, and then we'll see if we need a clarifier, okay? So the outcome energy is the cut card. Pentacles. All right, all right. So this is about growing things. This is about growing things to fruition. This is a perfect artwork here to show you. Now, a pentacle like is growing here, obviously. It's growing some kind of tree, right? Well, imagine, you know, it didn't sprout yet. So we just have dirt, and this dude is like, when's my stuff gonna grow? And then he gets bored. I'm tired of waiting. Bored. Tired of waiting for that to emerge, you know, my little plant. And then he walks away. And so now he walks away, and then look at what he missed. If he would have just, imagine he's not there. He would have missed it. It was growing. It was right there. So this again is talking about being patient while things develop. We need to clarify though, because we want a little bit better on timing. This is the near future, so this looks pretty soon. So let's see, are we expecting this in the next month? King of Cups, King of Cups. This looks like, yes, in the next month, you would be meeting somebody, perhaps at first. Again, you're not going to see King of Wands right away. You're going to be seeing King of Cups. King of Cups, well, what is that? That's somebody who kind of holds back a little bit. You remember, people don't just want to wear their emotions on their sleeve the minute they meet somebody. Some people do, and that's usually a red flag. You know, if somebody walks in on your first date and says, we're getting married and all this, I love you, blah, 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 might feel good in the moment, but that's not how we build a relationship. Don't get bored. Go the long haul. Make the relationship. This guy is going to, or girl, could be a girl, is going to evolve into the King of Cups. That evolution takes time. Do not blow it off because you're bored. I did ask, we're talking about a month here. So it does look like in the next month you might meet somebody. Don't be surprised if they seem more like the King of Cups at first. And don't get bored. Don't give up, because that King of Wands is going to emerge. Ooh, Natalie, that looks good. That looks really good. Ooh, the power couple. Can't even believe it. Power couple. That was awesome. I love getting both of those. You're welcome, honey. Good luck. And that is great news, right? All right. So we have another donation. Is Peach Love writing her question yet? I don't see it. So let us see what Lore has in store for our tarot question of the day, or of the moment, I should say, not of the day. All right. So Peach Love, not seeing you. So please, if you're here, please write your question. Otherwise, I'm assuming, you know, maybe that was just a donation to be nice, which I love. Thank you. Thank you. Lore, though, let's get to your question. All right. And Gabriel, hello, how are you? I responded to your email. I'm not sure if you saw it yet. I do check my email every day, of course, but I am not on it like every second. Every couple hours I check or so. Evenings are rough for me. I have my family and I have my house stuff and I got all kinds of crap to do. So evenings I'm kind of removed a little bit from that checking my email, but I do check it and I did respond. So check it out, my friend. What am I doing? Lore, that's what I'm doing. Thank you for your donation. I'm a Libra male. I'm a Libra female. Libras are awesome. Hey, I have a pick a card on my playlist that was messages, spirit messages for Libra. Don't mean to be like biased, but I only did it for Libra. Sorry, I did it for Libra. It was my birthday month. I was in the mood. Anyway, so let us see what's going on. You are a Libra male, 27, and she is a Sagittarius, 34, and we just broke up recently. Is there a possibility we will get back together maybe in the near future? Okay, so all right, so we're looking at getting back together. We want to use, what do we want? Oh, let's use the tarot. No, I don't want that. Let's use the Mystical Dreamer tarot. Mystical Dreamer. All right, Mystical Dreamer, we need to know. We need to know, what about Lore? This is a Libra male, and this is a relationship with a Sagittarius, 34 years old, just broke up. Will they be getting back together in the near future? Is this a possibility for them to reconnect? Wow, I'm shuffling loudly. I don't know why these are so loud. Oh, good. You're welcome, Natalie. Thank you. All right. All right. So we need to know, are we getting back together? Laura and Sagittarius woman. Okay. Okay. So let's see what we've got. Here's our energy. This is our spread. All right. So our energy is the world. The world. This is a very much a success card. The world, obviously, think about the name. If you had the world, wouldn't that sound awesome, right? So again, remember, guys, cards are symbolism. That's all. It's all about symbolism. This is how our messages come in. Of course, the cards do have their own meanings, they do, but there's also a lot of things that come in with intuition, the imagery, and so forth. But my point, the world, wouldn't that be awesome to have the world, right? This is about optimism. This is about hope. This is the energy. Now let's see what's going on. Is this picking up on you being hopeful, or is this saying, yes, there's hope? We have to see this to kind of pull it all together, right? So we do need to look at all cards. That's why I don't do one card reads, because I just feel like it's not enough for me. Other people, it's great, but for me, I don't. What is going on here? I got a piece of hair or something on there. Ew, get off. All right, so what is going to happen? All right. So we've got a reason to be hopeful. We need to get a clarifier on this card, but well, let me see. We've got our world card. Again, this is going to apply to each of our cards in the spread. It is the primary energy, hope, optimism. We've got our Queen of Swords. This is somebody, now it's typically a personality. And the Queen of Swords, I mean, she tells it like it is. She is blunt. She is also, she's very organized, but she's also like a micromanager, like do it this way and do it my way. I mean, and do it, this is how you do it. I mean, this is somebody who is very much that type A personality, again, who will say it like it is. Now here's death. I'm thinking this is your breakup. Not necessarily Sagittarius, not necessarily you. I'm not sure. But somebody, told it like it is, or it just came down to the wire, and you know what? Telling it like it is I don't want to be with you, whatever that was, whatever that looks like, not sure, but breakup. Here's the death card. Death card never means dying. Nobody ever worry. It has nothing to do with dying. It has to do with the death of a chapter. This means the death of something greatly held, but it's got a very positive connotation as well. It means the death of something, but then that something new is starting, a new beginning. Bury those bones. Let's put it away and let's bring something new. Look there's a reborn spirit coming out of our little person of darkness, whoever that is. Yes. And then what happens in our next chapter? The Ten of Pentacles. That's what happens. Ten of Pentacles. This is all about, having that happy resolution. This is about having time together. This is about having wealth. Comfort, of course, is included because it is Pentacles. But it's often talking about legacy, meaning like family, grandma down to the son, down to the grandson, so on and so forth. It's like that kind of a thing. So again, very stable, very secure energy that involves family and coming together. So there is some hope. I want to clarify on this because what I'm getting right now is that this represents your breakup. So let's see. Let's just see. Is this representing the breakup? And then we're going to pull an outcome. Okay. So that's our plan. That's our game plan. Four of Pentacles. Yes. Holding it close. That's holding it close. That just happened. That's obviously, I don't know if you said recently, so I guess it did just happen. Holding it close. It just happened. It feels raw. And that, again, here's our energy covering up though. Optimism and hope. Optimism and hope. Give me one more on that Four of Pentacles, please. Give me one more. Page of Wands. Yeah, there is a chance. Let's do our outcome energy and then I'll sum it up. Let's do our outcome energy. This is the cut card. The Chariot. Yep. Brace for change. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I do think there is a possibility to get back together. Wait, let me back this up. This is your breakup. I was right. This is your breakup. And then when I said clarify it, it's holding close. It's still raw. It's still raw or fresh or still, the feelings are still hot maybe. But here's where they resolve. That's where they resolve. And we've got our Page of Wands. Let me hold it up. I know it's hard to see because they're little. But this is our page. Pages are all about new information, new messages, new things starting. And Wands is heat and fire. Look at, she's thought about it. She's ready. Okay, we're going to do this from another perspective because death has told us that we are going to move on. We want to get to the 10 of Pentacles. And then lastly, oops, not that. What am I doing? Here we go. The Chariot as our cut card. That tells me brace for change. Things are moving. Things are coming. You guys need to get on the same page about that. What are you saying here? Is there a time frame? Let's just see if we can get something on timing. This is my near future spread. But that could mean a lot of things, I guess. So let's see. Give me a hint on time. Oops, I'm spilling them all. Six of Pentacles. Okay, Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. You guys need to communicate about things. You got to wrap it up, whatever it was. Obviously, giving and receiving would be about, being fair, of course, but also not letting pride get in the way. You need to address it. Somebody needs to give up their pride. Okay, let's get one more, and then we're going to see timing. Somebody needs to give up. We got our King of Swords too. We gotta give it up. We gotta give up our pride. And again, that's confirming it. So let's do it. That's not telling me timeline. Let's do this. We're gonna go months, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. Okay, 1 month. All right, so 1 month, we've got the Three of Pentacles. I think this is probably when you might be talking this month. This is about success based off of past work. You guys have a history together, obviously, and then whatever happened, you guys are going to work through that, and that's your new chapter. That's the Death card coming in and making it into something new. So I think that you're going to be talking about it this month. Then we've got the 3 and the 6. So within the 3, though, we've got the Page of Cups. So the Page, that's about new information about love. New information about love. And then here's our 6 month. Remember, we did 3 to 6 for that. That's our Star of Hope. That's where things are starting to really click and get going. So I think you'll be working through some things. I think some conversation is coming in the next month. I think things are going to be feeling good in the 2-3 month range. I think you're going to be feeling like, okay, here we go. We're starting anew. We're getting this going. And then here in the 3 to 6 month is where you really are going to wrap it up and get into the groove, for lack of a better term. So it looks like you've got, a couple months coming here. But within 3 months, looks like you will have it wrapped up with a little bow. You got to get on that 1 month thing. Again, remember, guys, the cards are telling us what's going to happen if everything is like we're talking here. Like, if it doesn't change, if something goofy doesn't happen, the advice comes in, and assume you decide not to take that advice. That's fine. You have free will, and never make decisions based on a tarot reading, of course. But once you have a snapshot of that energy, if you, aren't going to help manipulate that energy to get where you need to be, we all have a part to play. We can't just sit back and be like, hey, man, give me good stuff, universe. We got to, we got to do our part. We got to do our part. All right. Thank you so much, honey. Good luck. I'm sorry that happened. I know that's hard. That sucks, doesn't it? All right. We have a donation from Liz. Thank you, Liz. Let's see. I wanted to just get organized here. Let's see. I'm going to put Liz up. I will be accepting donations for another 6 minutes. Of course, I will do any donation readings that I have. But donations stop at 1:30, so in 6 minutes. So if you'd like to make a donation, just know that it is running. We're running to the end here. And after 1:30, I will not be accepting donations. We're going to wrap it up. And of course, I do want to talk to you, Valentina and Jane J. We got a little business to take care of, don't we? Business meeting tarot. Hey, man, that is my business, actually. This is my business. All right, Liz, thank you so much. What can I expect in my love life for the rest of November? Ooh, okay, love for the rest of the month. We're going to use Druidcraft. Oh, yeah, we are. We are going to use Druidcraft. So, while I'm doing this, I do need to let you guys know about a new development with the show. I am currently on a daily live stream at 12. I am going to be adjusting that starting tomorrow, and it is just going to be weekdays at 12. Okay, so I'm taking weekends off. I have to, give myself some time to recharge. I've noticed over time that is necessary. Also, I do a lot of work on the back end that you guys don't see. So I have, stuff to catch up on. I have some filming and editing and whatnot. So that is what I'm going to reserve that time for. This is a good lesson for all of you. Please remember to take time for yourself. Be realistic with your schedule. Do not overload yourself. It eventually does, matter. You gotta kind of be gauging your own body and what you are doing. Honor that. So I'm going to honor mine, and I'm just going to be on weekdays starting tomorrow. So just weekdays, same time, 12 o'clock, but it's just going to be weekends, weekdays. So 5 days a week starting tomorrow. All right, so we are at donations only at this point, and we've got about 4 minutes. So after that, both lists are closed. All right, Liz. What can Liz expect in her love life for the rest of November? Let's see. We've got about what? It's the 21st. So what's the rest of the month? So the 30th. Okay. So we've got about a week and 2 days. Okay. So what's going on in the love life for Liz for the rest of the month? All right. So there's our energy. We're looking at the rest of the month. We need a snapshot of the energy and any advice or any kind of insight that you can provide. All right. Let me speed this up. There we are. All right. So we're talking about love life the rest of the month. We've got our Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is kind of about, look at this guy. Look at him. He is like, all right, what am I going to do? This is somebody who's doing a lot and trying to figure out how to do more, whether or not they're trying to change directions or, thoughts and ideas. That's what the swords are. Swords are about thoughts and ideas. They're about communication. It's also about truth. So, these are some thoughts, and ideas. It's like about saying, all right, I need to put those down and I got to start thinking of some new ways to do things. That's the way to say it. New ways to do things. All right. So sometimes I get stuck rambling and I don't mean to, but it's like I get lost in my head. All right. So now this is for the rest of November. I specifically said that in my head. So I'm thinking you might have a moment of feeling like things are going great. And then you might be like, I'm not so sure. We've got a kind of a new way of doing things that we need to come up with. Now, are you dating? Are you online? Are you doing online dating? Are you, I don't know what other ways there are. Now with Corona, there's not that much, but, this is talking about you need to shake it up. This is showing me that there's somebody, that is going to, the Nine of Cups is talking about personal satisfaction and relationships. Now, having to do something different, that, putting that on top of there, it's almost like, hey, man, don't water down my coolness. Well, something's not going right. Because while this is exciting and feeling good, look at this. We got ideas again. We're overthinking. We've got anxiety. We need to do something different. Notice both of these cards, they are covering up their hand. They're holding their head in their hands like, oh no, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, so it's overthinking. It's not, you know, I mean, I hope you're not sitting like that in bed, but you know, it's that kind of a thing. But we have great news because things are going to be taking off after that. Let's see what you're writing. You have a friend that you really like, but he's giving you mixed signals. Liz, oh my God. All right, wait a minute. You need it. You need it, Liz. We're going to do it. Ready? Boom. Mind is blown at how cool the tarot cards are. Oh my God. All right. So that's this. That's this. I mean, that's totally what that is. So this is, you know, kind of like that mixed signals. It's feeling like, yeah, everything's going great. And then it's like, oh man, what the hell's going on? And here is this, like trying to do things differently. You might be even thinking like, well, you give me mixed signals. Maybe if I say something, swords, maybe if I say something differently or in a different way, maybe if I tell the truth about something, like I'm going to declare my feelings, and then they do, you know, even something. And it's whatever you've been doing, though. It's about doing something different because it's clearly not working. I don't know what that would be. You have to decide that. You know yourself and you know this person. So, you know, that's kind of like an inside job on that point. But it is suggesting you do need to kind of look at this a little different and perhaps take a different approach. Here's the back and forth. Good news, though, the Chariot. The Chariot says that you're going to be able to pull this energy together, harness this energy, and move forward. Look at her. She's like, yeah, man, I'm ready. Let's go. She's got her horses there. She's ready to go. Notice the horses are different colors. We've got the black and the white. Whoops, black and white. This is about harnessing together two opposing kinds of energy. What's the two opposing energies? I love you. I don't know. I love you. I don't know. I love you. I don't know. That's the opposing energy. These are bringing it together. Bringing it together and ride that bitch back home. Oh, yeah. That's looking good, Liz. Let's get our energy outcome. I got to see it. Got to see it. Looking good. Now, again, I framed the question in my mind as the rest of November. So we're going to see. So let's see. We're going to look at the card. King of Wands. This is part of our power couple. The King of Wands. He is awesome. This is somebody who's really focused on the big picture. And this is somebody who kind of says, you know what? When I get a new idea, I'm going to do it and I'm going to go big or go home. So I think you got to get on this page, same page here. I do see the energies coming together and I do see it, you know, moving forward. But we need a little bit more on how to change this, right? Because that's what you're saying it feels like. It's that back and forth. And remember, we're talking about doing things differently. Remember, too, what I said is some of that you need to know. I mean, I don't know that I'll be able to get it from the cards because that's kind of an inside job. And I don't know what you're doing, but let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles talks about approaching this from a kind of logical, slow kind of standpoint. Now you're going to have to communicate. You are, because you gotta know, or, you know, either that or you just got to wait it out, and you're wanting to see what's going to happen. So there you go. Opportunity to grow. Okay. So something is going to pop. This is talking about going a little slowly. So when you maybe you need to have a conversation, not sure, you have to think of that. Swords suggests, yes, that's exactly what it is. You're upset. Communication is all hanging all around you, and you're like, God damn it, I got to talk to that person. Sorry, I don't mean to swear. I'm just getting really excited here because it's totally making so much sense. The Queen of Pentacles is saying, you know what, this is what I'm going to approach this slow. I'm not going to scare you off. Look at that. We got a bunny in the background. We got to move slowly. We don't want to scare the bunny, right? And you know what? You're beating the drum. You're beating the drum in that rhythmic kind of thing, saying, you know what? We're gonna get through this. We're gonna be steady. We're gonna keep our foot on the gas, but we're gonna go steady and slow. Once you get that conversation back in order, you're going to grow. You have this new opportunity to grow. and we're flying through. I mean, look at her. She's saying, go get it, go get it. Pulling the energy together. So yeah, I think you need to have a conversation. Approach it kind of from a logical, slow, don't be pushy. Try to be a little bit logical, because instead of overly emotional, like, oh, but I love you, and that might push it the wrong way. Say what you need to say, but don't be overly emotional. That's the way to put it. Yeah, but it looks like things are going to come through, but I think you need to have that triggering event is going to be that conversation. Does that make sense? Oh, Liz, well, thank you so much, my dear. Good luck. Sounds like November is going to end up a nice month for you. All right, friends, Crystal, wow, good thing you wrote that. I was just about to say that we are out of time and donations, and let me go in and let me just cross you off. I'm glad you wrote that. I'm glad you wrote that, my friend. All right, so let's see where we are. I lost my place. There we go. All right, so the list is now closed. I am no longer accepting donations. Thank you, but I do have to end the show. We do have Crystal Combs. Crystal has donated, this is for two. Yeah, Crystal made 2 donations, so we're going to go ahead with 2 questions, and then that's going to wrap it up. And then Valentina and Jane J, I want to circle back. And we have to do those as well. So this is it. I am going to, of course, I'm going to do these readings that I just announced. Don't worry. But I am going to put last reading up. Reason is anybody new who comes in, I want them to realize. Okay. So yes, so donations and free lists are both closed. Where are we? Oh, Crystal. I have you up on the screen and I still was like, duh. All right. So let's see where we are, Crystal. Did you type your questions yet? Please go ahead and put them in the chat, and go ahead and write one too, because there is nobody ahead or after you. You are my last reading today, except for Valentina and Jane J. Okay. Woo, we got both of them on the same line. That is perfect. All right, so Crystal, thank you so much for your donation. What's coming up between me and this Libra for next year? Ooh, Libra is awesome because I'm a Libra. So we're just going to say all Libras are awesome. I'm sure that's not true, but for the sake of this conversation, yes, it is. You're welcome, Natalie. And yes, wonderful moderators. Absolutely. I don't know what I'd do without them. I do not know what I would do without them. They bring such good energy to the chat too. So I hope you guys, give them a high five on emoji every once in a while. All right. So what's coming up between Crystal and the Libra for the next year? All right. That was a good one, but a messy one. Look at that. Messy shuffle. All right. So this is Everyday Witch. I don't know if I said that. And this is our energy. This is our spread. Okay. So 6 of Swords energy. All right. So what's coming up between you and Libra? This looks like kind of like an escape. You guys, it's kind of like an escape. It's like leaving your troubles behind and let's go. Sometimes we bring baggage with us though, we think we're leaving stuff behind, and it's the invisible thing that comes with us, which is that baggage, those thoughts, those whatever it is that does not serve our higher good. So this is a great card. It talks about moving forward to something better, but it also is an advice card. It's an advice to say, don't take your troubles with you. You might be thinking you left them behind and things like that, but you need to kind of always remember to check in with your thoughts. Sometimes they're unconscious. Sometimes we don't know we're doing it. So that's an interesting energy. You might be bringing something to the table, or Libra is, that you didn't realize you're bringing, and it might have something to do with baggage. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, whoops. All right, so we've got, now again, this is our overarching energy. It will apply to each of the cards. It's the strongest energy that is being picked up. So the big advice, again, is about not carrying your troubles with you. If you are carrying your troubles with you, it is going to keep this relationship away. This is our Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is about being shut out. Look at them. They're like, hey, man, let me in the house. It's snowing. I got my kitty out here and this kid. I don't want to be out here in the snow. But you're being shut out, you see? So I'm not saying you're being shut out from the Libra right now, but if you are going to not analyze, and if you're going to present a lot of, baggage type of behaviors, or, it's like if you've been with a cheater and you broke up, you're done, cheater's gone, see ya. And then you meet this new person and you're like, you're awesome. Oh, they're wonderful. And then the first week after you've been at, you're accusing them of cheating, or you're suspicious of them of cheating when they didn't do anything wrong. Of course, you have to be smart. You've been cheated. I'm not saying you've been cheated on. I'm just using that as an example. You have to be smart. You take what you learned, but that doesn't mean you need to like push it on people who didn't deserve it. Does that make sense? So, again, the baggage thing, because that is going to keep this, it'll shut down whatever you got started here with this Libra. It'll be shut down. It'll be shut down. So don't carry that baggage. King of Pentacles, this is talking, if you don't do this, things are looking awesome. You just got to make sure and not do that. That's the advice. Here, let's move that like that so we don't get confused. We've got our King of Pentacles. This goes away. And then we've got some exciting stuff. The Pentacles are usually moving a little slow. Our King of Pentacles, though, he is somebody who's very stable, secure. He's the king, for God's sakes, right? He's got all his dogs. He's sitting there on his throne. He's got a cake or whatever that is and some wine. I don't even know. But this is usually a personality because it's a court card. Not always, but usually. And so what this is saying is this person, you're going to have to give it some work to make sure that this comes about. I feel like you're going to be feeling like this is a lot of work. That doesn't mean it's bad work, but it does feel like it's a lot of work. It might be a lot of work on your end. Maybe you didn't give up on this baggage and you're just feeling insecure, or, you're not trusting, or you're overly needy, or, I don't know, but whatever. It is based off of something in the past. Again, baggage, we got past stuff going on, we got being kept out, and then we've got our king who is moving slow, handing you a cake, saying, have a cake, sit down, have some cake with me, sit with my dog and my cow. This is somebody, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. It looks like, you don't want to self-sabotage with baggage, because guess what? That baggage was hard and shitty when it happened. And now it was hard and shitty when we went through it. Why should we keep making ourselves go through it again? It's like if you see a bad movie, that movie was terrible. Oh, that was a dumb story. Or, ooh, that actor sucks. Or, ooh, would you watch it again? Just no. Why would you do that? So stop watching the movie from the past. Maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of past. Let's look at our outcome, and then we'll see what's going on. Okay, so the outcome is good. We've got our Sun card. This is about optimism, cheerfulness, happiness. Look at them. They're dancing. Everything's going great. So we asked about the next year. This is obviously, it's the end of November, so we got a little bit of time. This is talking about going the long haul. This is definitely about dropping that baggage. It seems like, this person is maybe not moving as quickly as you want, but, which is going to make you have to remember not to fall back into old habits and be thinking, what does this mean? Now that means he's cheating on me. Do you see how you get on the hamster wheel? This is super clear to me, very strong. But this is your outcome. The outcome is good. So a lot of this seems like kind of like personal journey work, I don't know. What are you thinking? Do you think that this makes sense? Do you have some baggage that you can point right now? If not, maybe you need to reflect on it. Let's see what baggage. We got to know more about baggage. Okay, the Empress. All right, the Empress is not always, but it often represents somebody who's pregnant. So it could be about childbearing. It doesn't have to be, though, so don't panic if that's not something you were thinking about. But it's also about growing something. I'm thinking it's a breakup, honey. I'm thinking it's a breakup. It's something that was growing and didn't finish growing. I mean, I don't know, pregnancy might be in there, but something happened. Did you have a bad breakup? I'm wondering. But the real advice, though, is to reflect. Don't hold things against Mr. King of Pentacles. Just because he's not moving fast, he's offering you a cake and some wine, and he's got a dog and a cow. So don't don't let yourself fall into that hamster wheel. If it's a breakup, get rid of that. Take your lessons, but don't take the baggage with it. And if you don't do this work, it is going to be a lot of work. Yeah. All right, my friend. I hope that made sense. I hope that helped. All right, so second question is finance for the next year. Ooh, we're going to use Deviant Moon for sure. Deviant Moon, Deviant Moon, Deviant Moon, Deviant Moon, Deviant Moon. Whoa, and then we throw cards. All right, so finances for Crystal Combs for the next year. What are we looking at in finances for next year? Hey, Kiss JG, how are you, my friend? Welcome. We are just wrapping it up, actually. This is Crystal's second donation question. And then I have some unfinished business with Valentina and Jane J. So I will be doing 2 more readings after this. But this is the last one as part of the show. Oh, and Kiss, I just made an announcement just a bit ago. Starting tomorrow, I will no longer be on during the weekend. I am just going to be on during the week. So it will be weekdays at 12. So I need to carve out a little time. I have I do a lot of work in the back end for the show and stuff. So I have to be able to have time to do that. And also I need some personal time because I don't want to get burnt out. So I got to recharge my brain. So I am going to be starting, tomorrow. I am just going to be on weekdays. So I hope that doesn't screw anybody up, but I have to do it. Okay. Finances for next year. I want to do one quick one because I was talking. Finances, please. Finances for Crystal Combs. Okay. All right. There's our energy. We're talking about next year. We want to see what kind of financial advice, the direction, where are we going to be, what's going on. All right. Woo! All right. Well, we got the 3 of Pentacles. This is great energy. Because, again, the question is finances for next year. This talks about the success based off of your past work. So, this could be anything. This could be your experience. It could be, I think actually when I said it could be anything, I didn't mean that. I meant, actually it could be one thing, the opposite of what I said. It's your past work is what is helping you. So this is your experience, what you've learned, what you've done, so clearly in your work situation, I don't know if you're employed or not employed, but, building off of that past work that you've done, those skills that you've learned. It talks also about a new beginning off of past work. So it's about being rewarded from work you did in the past. There you go. So we've got our Seven of Swords. Ooh, we got our Knight of Swords too. And we've got the World. Okay, so next year, our Seven of Swords kind of indicates that, you know, something being left behind. Something being left behind. Hold on, let me text my husband. My dog is needing to go out and annoying me, and I can't focus. So I got to text him. He's in the bedroom, and I don't want to yell in your face. So let me call him on my phone by texting him. Okay, there we go. Now my husband will be able to let him out so he won't bug me. Okay, so back to this. So our Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about, you know, kind of a little bit of loss of power. So this could mean kind of taking, are you not working? Are you not working? I ask that because this might mean something like, if you're a manager, say, for example, if you're a manager now, the new job would be not a manager, you know, maybe step down. Doesn't mean that stepping down is a bad thing or the wrong direction. You know, sometimes you have to think about your schedule, your time. Is your home life being absorbed by work? Do the people you work with are in this department or whatever? Are they shitty people you don't even want to talk to? You know, that kind of a thing. So it talks about kind of leaving something behind. So maybe you're switching jobs. If you're working, maybe you're switching jobs. Then anyway, we've got the World next to that, and that talks about the end of a journey. This is about learning a lesson, really taking your experience. Again, we got experience. Taking your experience in as a whole. Having done all that, it's about the success. This is a success card. So this is awesome. This is really good. Here we've got our Knight of Swords, and Knight of Swords is running right in. This guy is sitting here like putting swords in his mouth, and look at her. She's looking like, what the hell are you doing, weirdo? This is saying, you know what? Don't be upset if something does have to be left behind. If your new job, you know, you're like, okay, I wanted X amount of money, and now perhaps you have to take a little less, but it has better hours. Or whatever, or now you're working with your best friend, or, you know, something cool. You might have to give something to get something. That's the way to probably say it. She's looking at him like, yeah, don't be so dramatic. It's not that big a deal. And here we go. It's going to be what helps us. Here's our Knight of Swords saying kind of the same thing. Our Knight of Swords is like, all right, let me run in and make this stuff happen. Our Knight of Swords is fast. He's excited. He's ambitious. He's ready to go, but he often doesn't have a plan. This is swords, and this is swords. This is about thoughts and ideas. So this is very clearly saying you need to, you know, explore new ideas. If you're looking to change jobs, or if you're unemployed, either way, you need to be able to explore things. Don't just take the first thing or the thing that makes the most logical sense. Now, I'm not saying not to use logic and not to take that job. I'm not. What I am saying, though, is make sure that you're thinking, I'm seeing a trade-off. I'm seeing a trade-off. So before you dismiss something, there you go, dismiss something. See what kind of trade-off there might be. So I do see either a new job coming, or meaning if you're unemployed, or a new opportunity coming, whether that's a promotion where you are or a new offer somewhere else. But either way, I see something new, and it's based off of your experience that makes you a good fit for this. Here you leave something behind, your old role. You might have to give up something that you wanted in exchange for something else. But either way, it's going to go well. This is saying don't dismiss things just because they aren't like checking every box. You might still want to dismiss something because, you know, that's after you evaluate it. But at the same time, don't be too quick until you really like examine it. And there might be some trade-offs, okay? So let's see what our outcome energy is, and then we will get a feel for that. Okay, this is the cut card. Outcome energy. Oh, the Empress. All right. You're going to be growing your money. You're growing your money. The Empress is growing things. The Empress nurtures things until they come to fruition. Because of the question and because of the other cards we have here, this is about growing money, work, satisfaction at work. This is our starting energy, right, around the question, which is, again, success based off of past work. And then our ending energy is the Empress, which is, again, growing that success. So here's the advice, and this is your outcome. Yeah. So I don't know if you're looking for a promotion in your current company, switching roles maybe, or perhaps you're not employed and you're wanting to get something, but I do see things going well. I just see that you might have to make a trade-off, like, all right, I'm losing a little bit here, but I like this. It's worth it, Use your best judgment as always, honey, but that looks pretty good. All right, my friends, that will wrap it up. Valentina and Jane J. Of course, I'm not saying this to you because I do need to connect with you. But in fact, Valentina, are you still here? I hope you are. Please write your question there for me. And Jane J., I will be doing those two. This is because I am finishing some things up. And otherwise, though, I want to thank you all for coming. Do not forget, I am now going to be on weekdays only. I am taking weekends off. So weekdays only at the same time. And yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe and like the video today and give us a thumbs up. And don't forget, I do pick-a-cards quite frequently. I have today's pick-a-card is, am I on their mind? Ooh, am I on their mind? That's a pick-a-card for today. So make sure you check it out. Hit subscribe on your way out. And I will see you on Monday, my friends. Thank you. All right, let me just change my banner there. Yeah, I'll just leave that up, actually. That's the perfect banner. We need Valentina, and we need Jane J. I don't know if Valentina is still here. If not, I'll try to circle back to you tomorrow, Valentina, if you're watching the playback. I know you had your question written way in the beginning, but it has fallen off the chat, so I'm unable to see that. Otherwise, I would just read it and tell you you could watch it. But anyway, so Jane J, if Valentina pops back in, we will do Valentina after Jane J. All right, Jane. Thank you so much for all the work you do here in the chat. Let's see. Will my love N, Aries, call me or message me next week or not? He dates another girl and forgot me. Are you asking if he's dating another girl, or do you know that N is dating another girl? I'm a Capricorn, 8 days left, no contact, no see. Okay. So tell me, Jane J, do you know that he's dating another girl, or you are asking if he's dating another girl? I mean, I realize you're also asking whether he's going to call or not, but I just want to get the backstory a little bit. And then I want to bump everything and make a mess, and you don't know, you're asking. Okay. That was, obviously you can see why I wanted to know that. Okay. So you want to know, is there another person? Is there another girl in the picture? So we're wanting a phone call. We want a phone call. Let's use the Wizard's Tarot. Yeah, we want some magic. All right, Jane J. Valentina, if you are here listening, please write your question. And if not, I'll try to zoom back to you on another show. I didn't mean to tease you there in the beginning. I didn't realize we had donations, and I had already selected. But I'm sure you understand if you made a donation, you go first, and I have to do it that way. Those are the rules. That's the rules. Okay, so let's focus here. Jane J. All right, just ask. I miss him so much after our separation. I want him to come back with serious intent. Okay, serious intentions. All right, let's find out. What's going on, N? What's going on, N, the Aries? No talking, no communication. Is there somebody else? What's going on? It's been 8 days. It's been 8 days. All right, that was a good shuffle. Okay. So let's see. We're going to put our energy out, and then we are going to do a spread. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. We've got King of Cups energy. King of Cups. That's a really good energy, and it actually kind of fits in with what you're saying. Excuse me. The King of Cups, this is love. Cups is love. King. You understand what a king means. That's really the top of the line there for the court. Our king is always kind of this is a very analytical person. Typically, our court cards represent personality types. I got to see what these are to be sure, but I'm thinking off the top of my head that this might be N. N is, someone who's, I don't know, you can probably confirm this, but, being the king, this is somebody who's typically very analytical, calm, kind of just, sitting back. This is our King of Cups. So he is all about emotion. He's very empathetic, but he's kind of an introvert. He is somebody who doesn't like criticism. So he gets he's a little sensitive when something is said that kind of rubs him the wrong way. He might be the first to sort of take it the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? So let's see what else we've got. Let's see what else is going on in here. Oh, honey, it's coming back around. It's coming back around. It's absolutely coming back around. And I can tell you why. I don't see anybody else. Don't see anybody else. I'll say that right away. Okay. So King of Cups. This is the energy that's going to apply. And again, I'm sticking with what I thought, and that is that this is in the Aries. Somebody who has still got feelings, but is sitting back, watching what's going on. Maybe, I don't know, maybe N had something happen in his own world. Maybe you know what I'm talking about when I said he's sensitive about things. Maybe you said something that didn't intend to be, hurt his feelings or something. I don't know. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But either way, this is somebody who sits back, who is sitting back right now. He's sitting back, no contact, 8 days. This king has been sitting on his throne for 8 days, right? 8 days. So I do think it's going to change, though. And I'll tell you why. We've got our Knight of Wands. Our Knight of Wands comes running in, and it's all about important changes coming. Important change. Important change. Now look at where everything's facing. The important change is running into our king. The change is saying, I don't want you to act that way, king. So there it goes, right? So the important change is we want N to not be pulling back. We want N to express his feelings and to give you some kind of, serious commitment, right? Right now he's not. So here's the Knight of Wands. We need change. Change is coming. Change is going to make our King of Cups not stay back, right? The reason I know that is remember how it's facing. This is running over to the king to change things. This is the Knight. The Knight is coming out of the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is all about remembering past relationships, how the relationship was in the past, So, the feelings, cups, feeling like obviously you two have a spark going and you've had conversations, you've had a bunch of things going on. This is somebody that is currently there. There is nobody new. This is somebody that he's already been interacting with. Who does that sound like? You. So there's that. So that looks good. Then we've got the Magician. This is like the greatest manifester card of all. This is the granddaddy of manifestors. Again, if you're into the law of attraction, this is the law of attraction card. This is about making stuff happen. So, I think it is going to turn around. We got to look at the outcome energy. I think this right now is representing how he is right now. He still has feelings, but he's sitting on his throne. He's just kind of watching, hanging back, which sucks because we don't want that. This is the energy. The Knight of Wands. Now I see that you're asking, is this another person or your love? This is your love. Now, again, this is not two people, because remember, this is our overarching energy. So this is not in the spread. He is running over here to the energy to change the energy. The energy will change because of our Knight of Wands. This is somebody, again, who gets things done, who has new ideas and wants to get things done. Where's his inspiration? From somebody he knows. Somebody he already knows. He wants to do something that is like the was it is in the past. And when I say in the past, I don't mean like years ago, or, I mean just somebody he's already connected to and established something with, right? So here the Magician says things are going to start cooking. Things are going to start moving. You're going to create another new opportunity for yourself to develop that and connect that. So let's take a look, though, at our outcome energy. This is the cut card. Ready? Go. Big change, big change. Something's coming, which is, I'm thinking, honey, this is where you're going to get the commitment, I hope. The outcome. Let's find out. Ooh, I'm dying. I got to know. All right, so let us see. We need to know about this outcome. What is the outcome card going to be? Or I mean, clarify that outcome of the Tower. I can't even talk. There we go. The Chariot. Yep, I was right. Okay, so yeah, the outcome. Things are going to change. Things are coming. It's going to change. It's going to go back to the way it was. This is the Chariot. This is about success. This is about making progress. This is about pulling two opposing energies together. So for whatever reason, now, if you do feel like you might have accidentally or maybe hurt his feelings or, something like that, it's all going to be worked out. So let's just see. He said he wants to like me much, but not love me. Well, then you know what, honey? You don't push him on that. You let it develop. You don't want to push him because that might scare him, right? He's a king of cups. He's a scaredy pants, right? He's a scaredy pants. You don't want to scare him. So it's okay. And I'll use my analogy. I give this one, I haven't in a while, but imagine there is a squirrel. And you want to see this squirrel, and you're out at the park, and here's this squirrel out here. And so in order to get the squirrel to come to you, you have a bunch of nuts. You're like, ooh, I'm going to give the nuts to the squirrel. And the squirrel's looking around, ooh. And you're like, I got some nuts for you. And the squirrel's like coming up to see. And you wait, right? You wait slowly for the squirrel to come and eat the nuts, right? Okay, well, what if you do it the opposite way? Little squirrel, how cute in the park. I got my nuts. Have some nuts. What's going to happen? The squirrel's going to run away. Do you see that? So don't shove the nuts in the squirrel's face. That's the lesson. Does that make sense? Because it's coming along. It's coming along, my friend. Don't shove the nuts in the squirrel's face. You might have scared him a bit. That could be what it is. Try to make it, easy breezy. You got to still, say what you need to say and get the point across and all that good stuff, of course. But try to be like easy breezy. You've lost your hope. No, you haven't. Because if you have, you wouldn't be asking the question, right? All right, well, let's just do, now I'm going to use our, manga. I'm going to give you a quick one. We're going to do Will He Call? Next. Let's see. I just mushed them all together. Hang on. There we go. All right. So you have not lost your hope. And I'm telling you, with the law of attraction, you got to think, you can't think lack. You can't think about lack. Like, I don't have this. Why is it not happening? No, you have to think about positive. You have to say, you have to think about when that phone rings and how excited you're going to be. That's what you think about. You don't think about how crappy it is that you haven't gotten the call, because then you're going to have more time to not have the call. You see, like attracts like, and that includes your thoughts, and your thoughts are like magnets. They're like a radio tower. Okay. So we need to see, oh, geez, I keep dropping stuff. All right. So let me see, my friend. Next week, oh, Jesus. God, I'm like nuts. All right. So, all right, guys, this is going to be my last reading today. All right. So yeah, Jane, I'm looking at your comments now. I do not see anybody in his life. All right. I lost hope because he said he doesn't want to marry you. Well, I can see how that would make you feel, deflated. But I see him coming back and creating something. I think it just he got scared. He got scared. And maybe it's because you were trying to shove the nuts in his face. You know what I mean? Maybe. All right. So we're just going to do a quick throwdown because we want to know, are you going to date again? Let's get some, are you going to date again cards, please. Page of Coins. Okay, this is Pentacles. This is new things happening. This page, I'll pick it up so you can see it. This is new information, new messages. Now, I think you guys work together, don't you? This is about something new happening at work. I think you're going to reconnect at work. You're going to start talking again, and it's slowly going to build back to where you were. You might have scared him or hurt his feelings in some way. I see that with the King of Cups. So, what was the other question I wanted to ask? Will he be calling next week? Are you going to be getting a call? All right, Five of Swords. This is kind of about something. No, I don't think this week. I don't know how else to say it. I don't think so. Let's see. Not this week. Let's see. Or I said next week. Not next week. How about the week after that? Okay, and there's the refocusing the objectives. Here's where it's brewing. Oh, what about 3 weeks? Are we going out 3 weeks? I hope not. Okay, and that's when it's going to pop. Okay, so I think we're probably looking. Now, the cards are suggesting it might be about 3 weeks, but that's a little long to wait. I know how you are feeling, I'm sure, because I know how I would be feeling. This week 1 is a no. Week 1 is a no. Week 2, though, this is where we're refocusing and we're thinking about doing new things. So week 2, you might get the call. You might. But week 3, this is when we have the cups, and this is when N is bored of doing whatever it is he's doing. Bored of being single. Bored of not talking to you, bored of, giving up. And bored's not the right word, maybe, but this card means bored, not seeing what's right there and then turning and looking at it. So 2 to 3 weeks is where we're looking right now, unless something changes. I did ask, are you two going to be dating again? And we got the Page of Coins, which implies that you are going to start talking again. It is probably going to be just like a casual thing about talking, and then it's going to spark it back up. Spark it. Yes, your workmates. Okay, I thought that was it. He hurt you and lied. He lied to you. Lied about what? About the connection? Let's see. What did he lie about? Let's see if I can get anything. Yeah, the lie hurt you. Holy crap. Look at that. The lie hurt you. I literally asked about the lie, and look what it says. The lie hurt you. The lie hurt you. Let's see now, about the connection. Yeah. Honey, I think what happened, and I saw that in several different cards, I think what happened is it's like the squirrel. I think he got scared. Maybe he's not ready to make a decision. Maybe he's not ready. Maybe he's even made a decision in his mind, but he's not ready to share that. And now he maybe felt pressured, or in some other way, maybe you hurt his feelings. King of Cups energy is somebody who's real sensitive. So you might not even have said anything that you would think is hurtful, but, maybe think about that. Think about what maybe was going on with Anne. Oh, Jane. Well, thank you so much. I don't think he forgot you. He's the King of Cups. He's watching you. He's watching you. He did not forget you. All right. Start talking to him about something casual. No pressure. Your workmates. You could say something about work easily. So, you're still going to stay connected. You haven't talked in 8 days. Well, you clearly work at the same place, so you must see each other and find a way that you are going to run into each other. And maybe bring something, again, make it super casual and make it have something to do with regular life. Like, hey, this or that happened at work, or hey, did you see that TV show yesterday? Or hey, have you tried this new restaurant? Or make it about everyday life. Totally carefree, easy breezy. Jane J. Well, good luck to you, honey. I'm always thinking good thoughts for you. I love having you here. You do such a great job. Thank you so much. Valentina must have left, so I didn't get that one. And Peach Love, I didn't get a question, so I assume that was just the donation to the channel. I'm not sure. If you're watching this, Peach Love, let me know. But anyway, don't forget, guys, this will be my last weekend show. I'm just going to be doing weekdays after today. Same time, tarot at 12, but weekdays only. And other than that, please make sure you go and check out my pick a card. I just published it today. So check that out. Make sure you hit subscribe before you head out. And I will see you on Monday. Thanks so much, guys.